Hi everyone and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Rosana. Today we are making salmon fajitas. Salmon is just an incredible fish to work with because of its rich buttery taste. But before we get started, I do want to invite you to subscribe, like this video because that's how you show us all of your support, and also click the notification bell so you stay up to date. Let's get started. I'll be using 2 chipotle peppers. I've used morita in the past, but today I'm going to be using meco because these are actually smoked for a longer period of time, which gives them a more intense flavor, but they are less sweet. But if you have moritas at home and that's what you want to use, you can do that as well. Before using them, we have to rehydrate them. And all I did was pour hot water over them until they were completely submerged. And I did stick a spoon in there to keep them from coming afloat. Allow them to soften for about 1 hour. While that's happening, roughly dice a quarter of a medium white onion. And do the same with 2 roma tomatoes. But first I'm gonna take the stem area off. We also need 2 peeled garlic cloves. Place a pan over medium heat and heat a couple of tablespoons of avocado oil. Once the oil is hot, add the onion and garlic. Stir as needed and allow them to cook until they have slightly softened. Perfect, now add the tomatoes. And keep stirring. Cook this mixture until the tomatoes are completely cooked and soft. And if you need to lower the heat at any point, feel free to do so to prevent a lot of browning. This looks great. It's ready. While the mixture we just cooked cools down, we can get started on the veggies, and we're using 3 bell peppers. You can use whichever color you prefer. And the first one for me is going to be a green one. I love the grassy, fresh flavor. Remove the seeds and stem. And cut into thick slices. The next one's going to be a yellow, bright, beautiful one. This one's sweet, but it just gives so much flavor. I love it. Plus the color is astonishing. Do the same thing. Lastly, let's do the red one. And I love this one because it's actually sweeter than all the other ones because it's ripe, but it takes on a beautiful, tasty, fruity flavor. And we're done. Now transfer to a bowl. These colors look amazing. Now let's do half of a medium white onion. You want to cut thick slices, as close in size as possible to the bell peppers. Right into the bowl they go. Moving on to the seasoning mix, it's going to impart so much flavor to this dish. Starting with 1 teaspoon of onion, and this is ground onion. 1 teaspoon of ground garlic, 1 teaspoon of ground ancho chile. You know this is one of my favorites. Half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. 1 teaspoon of dry Mexican oregano, and break it apart before adding it in there. Half a teaspoon of ground cumin. And 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. You can do this to taste. I'm just giving you my measurements. Finally, we cannot forget the pepper right here. I'm gonna be using white, but you can use white or black, that's fine. It's usually used if you don't wanna see those black specks on your food. White is actually milder and it has slight ginger tones, which I love. Now do this to taste. With to combine. It smells so good. I love making my own seasoning mix. You know what's in there and it just smells amazing. I enjoy the whole process. Remove 2 teaspoons for the veggies. The rest is gonna be used for the salmon. Since we mentioned the salmon, I'm excited. I love salmon. Now, I've had this one out for about 15 or 20 minutes because you want to let it warm up to room temperature. You do not want to cook the salmon ice cold because it's not going to cook evenly. I'll need 1.5 pounds, and we're going to simply cut it into medium-sized squares. Now, I like to do this because it's going to allow the seasoning to coat more of the salmon. Oh, there's a spine. Also, you want to make sure there's no spines left behind. Now take the seasoning mix and sprinkle it all over the fish. Carefully toss as you go. You want to make sure every single piece is well seasoned. Before we start cooking, I want to finish off this creamy salsa. So just take all of the cooled tomato, onion, and garlic we cooked earlier and add it into a blender. Add 1 cup of sour cream, the 2 hydrated chipotle peppers, and I'm just gonna remove the stem. You can open it and remove the seeds. I'm not gonna do that. I want that kick of heat. Do the same with the other one. And finally, add 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, or you can do this to taste. Cover and blend until completely creamy and smooth. This salsa tastes amazing. It is beautiful. I'm super excited, but let's set it aside and continue cooking. Come on. Place a large pan over medium-high heat and add a couple of tablespoons of avocado oil. Allow them to heat up. And then add the bell peppers and onions. You want to stir as needed. Ooh, yes. And you want to allow them to cook to your desired doneness. I personally love them with a little bit of texture, not mushy, but it is up to you. All right, you want to make sure you get a little bit of that browning on those vegetables. Sprinkle that seasoning mix we set aside. And I'm adding this just before I think they're done because I'm going to allow them to cook for an additional minute. Yes. And remove them from the heat when they're done. Lower the heat to medium, and on the same pan, you want to heat 3 tablespoons of avocado oil and add the salmon. Allow the bottom to sear, get a nice browning, and then you can move it around carefully because you don't want to break it apart, or at least try not to. That way it cooks completely and gets a nice color. Yay, the salmon is almost cooked. Let's add the veggies back in here. Let those flavors combine, merge, marry, get to know each other. Salmon does not take very long to cook. I'd say probably 4 to 5 minutes, but you always want to check. And all I'm going to do here to open up those flavors is sprinkle a little bit of lime juice. Carefully mix one more time. Oh, that's sizzle. This is ready. Take it off the heat. Garnish with chopped cilantro. And look at how beautiful that looks. Gorgeous, that pop of color. To make tacos, simply heat the corn tortillas and spoon in a generous amount of the fajitas right in the center of the taco. Then lay the creamy sauce over the fajitas. And lastly, add avocado. I am ready to taste, and I just had to make fresh corn tortillas. You can use store-bought as well, but it does not compare.
It smells so good. I am ready.
The tortillas, aren't they just so soft? It's like
Oh man.
freshly baked bread coming right out of the oven. Soft,
Yes.
delicious,
That's
so
exactly
good.
right.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
I love chipotle. The flavor is smoky, slightly sweet, very
Wow.
distinctive. These tacos are amazing. So good. Too bad I can only have one because of the tortilla. You can use, I would say, a low-carb tortilla as well for this. For myself, I'm gonna turn it into an entree. I'll do the fajitas, a nice salad, cauliflower rice.
And I'll be doing the tacos. And you all believe what I'm about to say. I didn't have salmon until I was like 18 years old. True story.
I didn't have salmon until I was in culinary school. I was 17
Wow.
and I was blown away. It's just so delicious. Salmon is just
Oh, so
something
good.
else. So much flavor. So good. You have to try this at home. If you want to learn how to make corn tortillas, I have a video where I share all the information you need. So I'm going to link that down in the description area and up here in the cards. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe. Come back and let us know how it went down in the comments area. We love to read your comments. And as always, you can follow Via Cocina on our social media platforms. And I guess until the next one.
Until the next one.